Let me test something.
What
Is
are you testing?
this...
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, it is /me. I thought it was backslash for a second, but it's forward slash.
Alright. So I think we're getting into draft in a second. Oh wait, did draft start? Is that what I heard? What are these sounds?
I do not see a spectator link.
I saw a spectator link. I think it's the second link.
Oh.
Did you find it?
I found it. Yep.
Okay.
So blue side is Prime, and then red side is the Hatchet Men.
So in terms of prio picks and bans for these teams, I don't know. I didn't do my research.
Neither did I.
I know
I'm just
CLT
banking on...
CLT plays like traditional control mages. I know that.
Yep.
Like Nivea is like his signature.
Anivia.
Yeah. But he can only play it once.
Prue.
Some of these players don't exactly have filled out OPGGs like a lot of
What do you mean by
games.
filled out OPG? Oh, like
Like
how
I
many
look and
games
it's
the
like
season
3
so
games
far?
in recent or not even.
Wasn't there that requirement?
Yeah, it was like, but it only shows solo queue games. So
Oh, doesn't show flags
not
on
like
op.gg?
not in the multi. If I click on the
Oh,
players, it'll
I
like show
see.
them. So it's just like
Alright, so it
harder.
sounds like they're just getting the practice in together as a team and
Yeah,
flex.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're ready
We
to
should do
go.
that more.
I mean, okay, I should really. So last week, Prime won. So Prime's coming off a win, and Hatchetman is not. Um, looks like last week, Prime had pretty strong jungle top duo. Or just top did well both games. Mid did well in the first game. They just kind of stomped, I guess. Who were they against? I'm just looking at the multi or the at OPGG. I don't actually. And that was against Lucky Cats. Whereas Hatchetmen lost a small rain in what I understand was maybe a close series. I don't entirely remember. Oh, maybe not. It might have not been
Prime
close.
has Big B Tiger. You remember Big B when he was still playing ADC.
Is he not playing ADC now?
He should be playing ADC now, right? He played a Jinx game in their match
I think he's
against...
playing AD. Yeah, he's playing
Yeah,
AD.
he was playing AD. Yeah, but he was playing mid last split.
Yeah, he played mid last split, and he played AD this split before.
Hmm.
I guess I'll show client if we're. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Although it does look like the roster has been changed up for Prime since week
Yeah,
1.
after casters are quiet. Oh, okay. I can be less quiet.
I think that's just me. My bad. I talk quiet. My mic does not pick up my voice. I should talk louder. My bad.
They don't
Was that
talk.
better? They don't talk till the action happens. I mean, draft still hasn't begun yet. We're still trying to like scout out the teams.
Casters got to do their homework.
Yeah. All right. So I don't expect to. Victor does. Thank you, CLT.
Oh, Hatchetman played Senna Urgot bot lane last week. Ooh, that's fun.
Oh yeah, War Initiate. That makes sense.
That does make sense. But that's fun. I would.
True. Although I don't think it would be as fun as Senna Cho'Gath.
Senna Cho'Gath, you say?
Yeah. Am I saying too much? I might be saying too much.
No. Just say 15 different things that we play. It's, they can't ban
The
them all.
minion. Oh, Vector.
All
You can't
right,
ban them on crew.
draft is underway.
Do you think they'll ban CLT's Anivia?
The respect ban?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I've never
Nope.
actually seen CLT play Anivia, to be fair.
I think he
Oh, well,
played it.
they got rid of.
I think he played it
He's definitely
against
played
me
it. I've
last
never
split.
seen him play it.
I think he played it
Really?
against me last split. I don't remember.
On Caster Curse.
Yeah,
Fair
on
enough.
Caster Curse. So
Instead of the Anivia ban, though, they're respect banning War Initiates, not Nautilus.
Nautilus and he did play Nautilus last week, so maybe they're just trying to force out the off-role player onto something he's not as comfortable on,
You're saying War Initiate's the off-road player?
isn't he?
I mean, he's played like every role by now, right? He played support. He plays because he was on in Spring Split. He was on the was he? He was on the team with the Yumi players, right?
Oh,
The
but
Yumi
was he
Pain
was playing
team.
top lane, right?
Yeah, he was playing top lane. Yeah, but like I feel
On
like he had the opportunity to play like
okay, on
the
Insane Banana.
support when on the same Banana Posse. Yeah. But I do know that Nautilus is one of his signature picks, and he will play the Nautilus everywhere, whether that be
Okay.
mid, tops, or support.
ADC Nautilus when?
ADC Nautilus with Senna. Wait, I that might be what. Have they tried it?
Has who tried it?
Senna Nautilus bot
I feel like somebody's played it. Oh my god.
in
That's
professional, I believe. Keria did it once,
oh okay.
but now I see why they didn't ban the
They didn't
Anivia.
ban Anivia because they wanted to take it.
Yep, deny CLT his comfort pick, but CLT should know how to play into the Anivia, right? Let's see what
You
he cooks up into it.
it doesn't always work like that, but I think he knows. I think he's a smart guy.
Yeah, he'll know what he hates playing against.
That's
Surely.
true. So Maokai, just a strong just a strong pick in jungle and support. You can play him in both roles.
Yep, and CC Star will also say you could also play him top
I thought
sometimes.
CC Star would tell you you can't play him top.
He got buffed, right?
I
Or
don't
am I
know.
tripping?
I don't read patch notes.
Well, I haven't scouted their champion pool either, so I couldn't
Ooh,
say definitively whether this would be.
that is an early Ziggs. More flex picks, mid AD. Where does anything go?
This is something we would draft.
We would draft this.
We would pick Maokai, we would pick Ziggs together.
We
Maybe
would.
not necessarily on the 1-2, but like that's definitely something Taco would play for jungle if you were ADC.
Yeah, if I'm AD, we can play Ziggs. I don't. If someone else is playing AD, maybe we don't play Ziggs. But MF. So this might be like an MF Rel pairing. Rel's. I think Rel's pretty strong in support right now.
Rel combos well with Misfortune too, yeah.
Yeah.
The AoE lockdown.
But any kind of CC would be good. Pantheon is CC. That is
Echo
not.
is also some CC.
I don't know if that's really what I would call CC. But it's a confident lock in the
It's
jungle.
something, and I guess they wanted to pick jungle there for their
Yeah,
prime jungler since it looks like Hatchetman banned out 3 junglers straight up off the bat.
I mean Gwen could be a top lane ban. It could also be a jungle ban.
Fair enough. Although I feel like you see Gwen more in the jungle now. It just gives Gwen the ability to farm for free in the early and
You
avoid
definitely
laning
do see
phase.
her in the jungle.
Braum, though, is an interesting pairing with Ziggs. I guess it's more as an answer into Misfortune, but Braum feels kind of weak into Anivia and Echo both.
Yeah. I mean, if you
It's
land
also a
the
good, like,
Q on Echo, you can force him to ult out early before he really casts all his spells, or else he'll get stunned and just die.
perhaps.
S-
Although I would say that with Maokai and Ziggs, you don't really have a lot of
You
auto
don't have a lot of
attackers to follow
burst.
up off of Braum Q either, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just screaming like a good Merc Treads buy for any member on Prime into what they've
Oh, that's true.
shown so far. So I do like what Prime is doing with their fourth and fifth bans, getting rid of some AD picks from the top laner and trying to force
Force like a normal matchup.
what would not be a normal matchup.
Any Yorick or Quinn lane.
That's a fair point actually.
Like if you're playing against Yorick or Quinn, like the game is just weird.
Ooh, the Ash Braum
Okay,
pairing. So that's a mid for CLT.
that's
I
not
see
terrible.
the angle
Ashbrom
because
is
Anivia.
yeah, go.
Yeah, Ash Braum is strong. I was gonna say Ziggs makes sense into Anivia the more I think about it because he has the range and wave clear to match Anivia.
Hmm.
Right, so you can throw bombs and wave clear the wave without walking into Anivia's R range. And if Ziggs ever gets walled, he can always use the satchel to blast over to avoid being caught.
Jeez.
But yeah, piggybacking off of what you were continuing with Ash Braum, that is a very strong pairing.
That
Slows and CCs for days.
I think it might be the strongest level 1 bot in the game. I don't,
I wouldn't argue against it.
because if you land like an Ash auto, then it's so easy to get like a Braum Q follow up, and it's just scary. Like it's the level 2 power spike isn't really as much, but level 1 really good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Anything with CC level is good, to be fair.
well it's not even like the
But it's
hard
just that
CC.
you can't escape from
Yeah,
Braum Ash,
exactly.
even if you flash away.
But Jace Rakan, is Jace even a poke champ nowadays, or is he just like a broken top laner? Like I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't play Jace, but I do know that you can still go Grasp and go like Bruiser Jace, which I feel like would be the play here if you're into Ornn.
Yeah, why not? Like you can definitely
You're
farm him
also
for
into like
stacks.
quite a lot of bulky members from Hatchet Man. You got Maokai, Braum, and Ornn for frontline.
Hmm. Oh,
Are we R?
I
Where R?
my draft is stuck at 6 seconds. Yeah, we're ready. Don't wait for us. We have to wait 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes to get ready anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this time to go get some water so that I can talk louder.
Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one.
Ow.
Here we go.
And then we can talk about our thoughts on the draft a bit more while we're waiting.
Okay.
Be right back.
So how's everyone doing? I'm just gonna try to not talk about draft while Victor's gone, so I don't run out of things to say. Anyone see any good movies recently? Read any good books?
Alright, I'm back.
No, that was fast.
Yep, just a Roma way to get water.
Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know how to think about
Well,
draft.
it looks like the champions are going in the places where we would expect them to be.
It's not surprising. It would be weird if we saw like Ash mid or some weird shenanigans. I mean, the only one I could maybe see would be like Maokai top orange jungle, but I haven't seen orange jungle in forever.
Was Orange Jungle ever a thing? I feel like your clear is super slow.
I remember LS playing it with Unsealed Spellbook like in like 2019 or something, but like nobody actually played it.
The
It's like
clear is probably slow. The ganks are kind of sus.
I
Oh, now that I think about it, the orange is actually a pretty nice pick into Anivia too, because you can break the wall.
You can break the wall. I like the
Yeah.
Ornn Maokai long range engage. Like you just press your ultis. It's super simple. Like if you're the one
Honestly,
starting the fight.
you can start the fight with Maokai R and or you can even start that fight with an Ashe ult to pick someone off.
Yep.
Like, Hatchetmen have really nice comp, actually.
Oh, I should swap the names on this so they're actually on the right side. I thought Hatchetman was going to be blue side because they were home and got side selected in game one, but they didn't choose blue side.
Or maybe they did get, yeah, and chose red side
Yeah, I
instead.
don't know. CLT says weird facing in Anivia in Twitch chat.
But of course, you'll know what he'll find annoying as an Anivia player himself.
Right. But does he have like experience? Like I don't think Ziggs is bad. Like it outranges.
Yeah,
And it's also worth talking about the game from Prime's point of view. They their comp is harder to play, but
for
if
sure.
they get ahead, it should be really oppressive. In like
Because they
in
have a lot of option to go past the front line with Rakan and Echo.
yeah,
And then if Braum is CC'd and can't put his wall up or wastes his wall blocking something else,
hmm
Misfortunate will just shred through the entire team.
exactly. The early game is going to be really important for this Echo. If he gets
Mm-hmm.
ahead, then he can kind of just I maybe he can run this game, just run around and kill Ziggs and Ashe in every fight, and then there's just not enough damage on Hatchetman's side. But there's also not really a true tank on Prime side. So like maybe they don't need that much damage. Maybe like Ornn Maokai supplemented by one carry is enough.
Or Maokai supplemented by one carry.
Or
Not quite sure I follow.
or like one carry's damage like with just a little bit more from like Ornn and Maokai. Like maybe that's
I
enough to
see.
win a
So like
fight.
Leandri's on Maokai.
Yeah, like a Leandri's Abyssal Mask on Maokai.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll do damage. And Ornn like Ornn does
Ornn is
damage.
the tank assassin mage tank thing.
Yep, Ornn
You
does
know.
everything.
Yeah. Overall, I think Hatchetmen have the very consistent team comp, but
hmm
Prime has the more interesting team comp to watch,
Oh,
especially how they'll
absolutely.
pilot all those champions. The only outlier I feel like is the Jace. I'm not too fond of the Jace here since tank Jace is more of like oh, you pick Jace into a losing matchup already and you can go even and scale up to be a sort of annoying disruptor that still do some damage.
hmm
But with the front line of Ornn, Maokai, Braum, it's not really going to the Jace, even if Jace is going full damage, the poke is not going to be
It's not going to be
felt.
as effective.
Yeah.
Even against a team that only has one tank. Like if it's just one tank, you can probably find your angles to like hit backline. But if there's three
Mm-hmm.
tanks, and ideally Maokai is holding space with saplings, it gets harder.
True. A lot of zone control too with Maokai Ziggs.
But if they don't control the zone, they just lose.
Did your spectator just skip from 26
Yeah,
seconds
it
to?
did, which I found odd that it was like, yeah, we don't need those last 25 seconds of spectator delay. But now I'm just looking at a black screen, so.
Yeah. All right, champ select. So it is going to be the tank J setup. You see the grasp. Lethal tempo is an interesting choice on Misfortune. What are your thoughts on that?
On what? Sorry.
Lethal Tempo Misfortune.
I I like lethal in general. Like lethal's strongest like 1 through 3, honestly, because it lets you if you get into like an extended fight in early levels, then it lets you get like 2 extra autos plus all the lethal damage, and it's just really oppressive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's insane like ult setup for the MF, so maybe it's better this game for like fights later.
To go Lethal Tempo
Yeah, because you'll probably
for
be
hitting the
autoing
front
more.
line. I
Yeah,
see.
and there's a lot of frontline.
That makes sense.
I
I just
just
thought it was confusing because it feels like Misfortune is not meant to be like an attack speed carry.
no, like in terms of like design, she's not really, but I don't hate it. I've tried it. It's okay.
It would still be like going normal crit items, right? You're not gonna buy like a Blade or the Ruined King on
Oh
Misfortune. That
God,
sounds kind
no.
of troll.
Please don't.
All right, 9 seconds.
I'm
10,
at
11.
13, 14, 15.
Okay, I'm like 1 second slower, so I'll speed up a bit. And 20, 21, 22.
Yep.
All right.
Welcome to Summoner's
All right.
Rift.
So we see level 1 play coming out of Hatchet Men, running
They
in
going
through the bot lane.
for the invade.
30
Oh,
seconds
I
until
like this
Big
invade.
B
This is how you do
Tiger.
this invade, by the way. Take notes.
Oh, the Q's gonna connect. The slow from Ashe doesn't connect. So Big B is able to just
Wow, he
walk
just
it
walks
off.
out?
Another Q lands, but no one's following.
Crazy that he's able to just walk out there.
Yeah. If that Ashe W hit though, it might have been a different story.
Yeah, slowed for longer. Then
Mm-hmm.
they can start chaining the autos with the Braum passive.
Yep. Force out a flash or a cleanse.
Or a
Or
cleanse
even
even, yeah.
both. They're gonna use that push into the jungle to get some wards in. Bit shallow of a vision if you ask me. I don't think that red ward, is gonna see Echo starting Raptors here. But I do like Prime's response
Let me see.
of
No, they don't know.
warding
They don't know anything.
Maokai's jungle. They also don't know War and
Oh my God.
Kazahan are looking for that cheese. Q hits
Oh.
a minion though. And War is gonna take some heavy trade back in return, popping the Guardian.
Are you on directed camera?
I'm on directed camera, yeah.
Okay. So it
Am I
should.
still a bit behind? 202.
No.
203?
I just didn't even see that bot lane. I thought I was looking somewhere else.
Oh.
But maybe
I
I
have
was
the.
catching.
I have my spectator zoomed out so I can see a bit better.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, mid trade, huge trade mid
We're
actually.
trading aggressively here, getting low on both sides. Monkey
CLT
Buggy
still has
that.
potions. I think he's up a pot.
Oh, I need to turn up the scoreboard. I don't have that open.
He's up a pot and he has biscuits, and I don't think Little Chunky Buggy does.
No, he has
Oh.
electrocute plus precision. And a stun, CLT.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's first blood going over to
To the Echo,
Monkey Buggy. Oh, never mind.
the Phoenix Flare, which we said needed a strong early game, which I think it's correct. Oh, we're going in.
And he saw the opportunity there to get that level 1, not level 1, I'm speaking out of my mouth.
Level 3 gank.
Yeah.
Ronan just going for a full clear, leaving his buff for last, so his miner can't spawn quicker. So what that means is he's probably just going to base after Crab to like cycle his camps faster. This is something you generally do on like a higher speed clear than Maokai. I don't think Maokai really clears crazy fast. Ooh, that's nice, JC.
The E got cancelled.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're learning a lot about the jungle role.
That's a Taco thing. That was when Taco was playing a lot of Shyvana and he was doing weird clears, and I was like, why are you doing these weird clears? then he
And
was
now
like,
you're learning that for now you're learning the tricks of the trade.
yeah, doesn't mean I apply anything. So
Well, you did get that scuttle.
he got the
Nothing
scuttle,
else to clear,
and
so
he's
you're right
spacing.
on that. It was
So
going to be a perfectly matched clear from both junglers, but it looks like Echo canceled his base. They're looking at a CLT again.
they're looking mid again. He's
Ooh,
out.
The wall wasn't
Doesn't
able
get
to cut
walled.
CLT off.
So Ronin is going for Leandries on the Maokai, adding a little more damage to this comp, which I think is fine. Ashe is a lower damage carry, and you only
And a
have
little bit faster
2 carries.
for his clear.
And the faster clear, you're right. It's true. But this bot lane, nothing's really going on. Why does Braum have an extra potion? You can only buy
He
1
reset
potion
at
with
any
support
point?
item, right?
No, you buy 2 potions. It's 400 gold now.
Oh. I play bot lane. Never mind. So Braum just hasn't used a potion. Where is shit? Oh, big top trade.
Oh.
Shree's,
Tries to E into
It's
the
a-
Jace instead of trying to get the knockdown.
and yeah, big fan of just pressing E for damage, it seems. Maybe trying to leverage the Ornn passive to buy items in lane, try to keep Jace in lane. Or maybe just wants to deal damage.
Here is an interesting buy for Ornn though. I feel like Ornn never goes that item. Fimbulwinter.
I remember Ornn used to like go tier and like never finish Fimbulwinter. And he just did it so he could stay in lane forever. Because he didn't actually
the
care about
normal
basing to like buy items. I think Huni did it. I don't remember.
But how long ago was this?
Years.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Ornn also has a sorcery second phase. He probably has mana flow.
Let me see. He does have mana flow transcendence.
Yeah, so he doesn't need the extra mana.
Probably not. There are
But he might
4
need
people
the-
top lane for Prime, by the way.
The flash
I
is
don't-
forced out by.
I don't think they can die. Call of the Forge God. He's not clearing the way. Wait, he's just gonna kill him.
Oh, good flash away from Ebola. But now the Ornn has no more tools left.
So
It was a nice attempt.
the bot lane from Hatchetman was on a base, so they're not really going to be able to abuse Big B on this timer. I mean, maybe they can if he just walks into the river like he has no fear, but they're not doing it. CLT gets a plate off of it. Echo gets his second kill, gets an assist on that. Doesn't get the kill. Little Chunky Buggy gets the kill on that one. So,
It was still a nice roam timer from QERW. And
Yes.
Chunky Buggy looks like only sacrificed 1 wave for that roam up.
1 wave and a plate. So the mid advantage is only about 200. There's like a 500, 450 gold advantage in the jungle, which is what you want from Echo. He needs gold. His AP scaling's crazy. But we do see counter jungling coming in from Ronin. He's taking the Raptors. And
He's gonna get spotted out by Chunky Buggy.
oh yeah,
though.
he's doing it on a
Taking a
ward.
lot of damage from that enhanced E.
Ooh, nice ulti.
He's gonna get away.
So Leandry stacks now, right? Or no?
Yep.
Because both CLT and Ronin have the Faded Ashes.
Yeah. It's stats. I think they changed it when Demonic Embrace was down.
Oh, when Demonic Embrace got put in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it was, I think it was for the Mythic rework, because they wanted it to be like,
Oh, they didn't want
know,
people to feel
multiple
bad about
champions.
buying the wrong Mythic or whatever.
or buying a suboptimal Mythic.
Shrees
because
might just
someone-
die here. Oh my god, a lot going on in the top side of
Coming up
Hatchetman.
India,
Oh my
that's
god. I don't think CLT can get anything here.
even more.
He doesn't want to fight the
on the
Anivia next to the
NVR.
Anivia. Should be
CLT
able to
is
walk out.
getting slowed down. If he can dodge the next Q.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hmm.
Anivia will go on the egg though. But no one's
There's no one
to
nearby.
catch that. And while Ronin and Phoenix Player was fighting, Yoboda got the kill on Shrez.
Yep.
And that was Feats going over to
The
Prime.
feat of warfare, specifically.
Wait, do they have different names? I never actually.
Yeah, it's the feat of warfare is the kills one. And then there's an objective one and a turret one.
Yeah, but are they called different names?
Yeah, they have different
Like,
names.
One is called Feat of Warfare, the other is
Yeah.
called Feat of Destruction, or like
Or
the
something
other
like
one's
that.
called
I think
Feat
that
of-
might be the tower one. Yeah. Oh, slow into QERW. Oh,
They're committing. Brahmar going down. Ignite popped off. They're chasing.
they are chasing.
QRW dash away. Looks like he's gonna eat a big B. And
It's
he gets
just-
out.
Yeah. Looked like Kazulan turned around as War Initiate ulted, and they just weren't on the same page there.
Yeah.
As we see
In
Shree's
the meantime,
falling
another
again.
kill for Svoboda.
I don't know.
That Jace 2-0 now.
This top lane is becoming a big problem. And
Yep.
we were saying the Echo needed to get ahead, but the Jace is very much getting ahead. Nice CC chain.
Chunky buggy here though is gonna get ganked, but the rest of Prime here is ready to cover. Phoenix Slayer gets the kill. Can he ult out? Yes, he can. That's another kill for the Echo.
Ooh. That was weird. The Orn pillar popping up popped the Riddle stacks. Oh, is he gonna kill him?
Indeed.
No, he's out. And Phoenix Player's here to back him up. So maybe Shrees dies. No, he should be fine. Wow, that's huge damage.
Oh, he wants to go for it.
Honestly, I would too. Like, he just almost
The
one-shot
Dark
that guy.
Harvest proc.
All the ADs, everyone on the map is like doing things, and the ADCs are just farming bot lane. This,
Yep. As ADCs do.
as ADCs do, it's like just go farm. We'll play with you guys in like 10 minutes.
There might not be a game left to play in 10 minutes with
Oh.
how strong Prime is looking.
Yeah,
They're
Shree's
looking to bully
getting
Shrews
dove again. Ooh, nice
He's
E.
gonna stop the Rakan from reaching with the ult, but it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, he didn't.
There's so much damage coming out from Jace.
I don't know if it's possible to E after, like, he has to be like right next to the tower, so like he gets hit by a Rakan W, but also interrupts. Like he gets hit by the Rakan ulting in, but like the E interrupts the knock up, and Rakan like starts tanking. It's like such a small margin.
The timing is definitely really tight, because I'm pretty sure if the charm hits you while you're in the E, your dash gets cancelled, obviously.
I don't think so. I think Ornn is.
No, it does.
Really?
Ornn isn't unstoppable, yeah.
Mm,
Although you could argue whether the charm would actually cancel the dash or not. But I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it does.
Oh. Oh my god, that Q hurt. So
With the exception of that one Chemtech Drake, it looks like Prime has a perfect game on their hands.
so far they do. And even in the bot lane with no kills, Big B is opening up 30 CS lead on Kazuya.
Yeah.
So this MF, the MF is always going to do more damage than Ashe, but the MF has issues more farmed. And that's regardless of if towers start going down in objective gold.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Oh,
War initiates.
Braum's
Getting
counter
ganked low.
engages.
Flashes out, but no E to block this misfortune now. Although it's parting. Ooh,
Can get a
good
kill
flash
here.
away from Big B.
Oh my god.
Nice ultimate from Felix Player. Takes the damage in.
didn't look bad for Hatchet, man. Like, I thought they were gonna get a kill or two there, but Phoenix Flare just killed them.
Came back with the ultimate and just
Like, QERW looked... Oh!
oh.
They have to be careful doing that dragon. Should be fine. He can walk through there? That's crazy.
Ziggs is small enough. Yordle buff.
Yordle buff. Tiny ass champ.
I was almost hoping that was gonna be a kill for CLT there on the Dragon Ball, but Prime Gaming's
I think
teaming
the
there to tank.
the Celestial opposition saved QERW.
Oh, specifically him? Probably, yeah. I was eyeing that Phoenix Flare HP.
Yeah. I mean, Phoenix Flare is fed. He's gonna... Oh, he just based, so he... But
The entire team of Prime is...
yeah,
on
I mean,
sides. I think all of them have a gold lead over their counterparts.
they should. So...
Almost over... Besides the support, almost everyone has like a 1,000 gold lead over...
Can maybe pop the egg in bot lane. They just don't have the damage for it. Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah. He tried going for it. I respect it.
I definitely respect it.
Now Ronan's gonna pay a price too.
This might be around the time you start thinking about game 2. Just mental reset and just like, you either just send it or you just let them do whatever they want to do. And just start thinking about what went wrong. Because I
don't know if anything went wrong, but I think that for Hatchet Man, but Prime gave. Is there a thing called Prime Gaming? I think
it's just Prime.
because I'm thinking of Amazon. But yeah, Prime just feels like they were ready for this game 1. Like Phoenix Flare was ready to get that first blood after seeing CLT getting super low. QERW had some really great roam timers to help set up dives in the top lane and cover any play that Hatchet Man tried to make in mid as well. And overall,
They came
think,
in with a game
yeah.
plan and they're executing it perfectly at this point. Like the four man dive top, the level 3 mid gank, Spotaba might gets away. Braum passes should fall off.
Yeah, burns the flash though.
It's just everything slightly out of reach for them.
Yeah. Which makes sense, I guess, for the early game when they're playing 3 tanks and 2 carries that kind of want to scale up a bit. They don't really have that much early threat.
I feel like Hatchetmen are playing scared. Like right there, Anivia walked up to your bot lane, got hit by a Braum Q, and they didn't really fight back, even though she was like low mana. Like I guess they don't really know who's anywhere. But it just felt like you could have at least popped the Braum passive and like tried, but maybe they just can't. I don't know.
I could definitely see them feeling pinched on all fronts right now.
Yeah, there's definitely like a mental thing of like nothing's gone well. Surely the next play won't go well. Oh,
Yeah, and every
Phoenix
time
Flare
they
looking
try
for
something,
CLT.
it feels like they get punished for it.
Exactly. He's not going to be making it out unless he actually did.
That is out.
Phoenix Flare might die here. He can't hold out.
Oh my! Got the CC chain off.
Huge shutdown for Shreeze. Big D is just really fast. He just walked out of a Maokai ult. Ping's coming on War Initiate. They're looking.
Oh, QRW pops the...
Cancelled the W.
ultimate. Gets the charm off. He's stunned. Back is out.
Oh,
That bullet time cuts through even that Braum shield.
like what more can Hatchetman do in that scenario? They cancel the Rakan W, they stun him under tower, and he just flashes out.
Oh, Chunky Buggy's looking for more.
And Trees shows
You
up,
have
doesn't
to
have
walk
ulti.
here?
Ooh.
No.
It almost... Prime are playing so aggressive. They're just like,
Yeah, they feel the rush of confidence here from being 16-1.
16-1 up. Like they
Yeah.
can't see the gold lead, but they know it's 10k.
Yeah.
But if
Oh, we're in this shit. He might be caught here. He doesn't have a teammate to jump to. CLT is going to cancel his back though.
if by some miracle / disaster this game gets to like 3 items for Hatchetmen, I don't hate their chances, but I used the words miracle and disaster for a reason.
Even then, I feel like they still need the, like you said, the mental block, right? They need to reset that mental block and not be scared, because they do have, if assuming we get to an even state in terms of gold levels, etc. Like the relatively squishy champs of Prime shouldn't be able to control the zone as well as they are doing now into Maokai, Ziggs, Hope
Yeah.
from Ziggs, Ashe, etc. All that.
Like, you can... Hatchetmen shouldn't have to
They're
fix
looking
check
mid.
anything.
Ultimate's
Maybe
gonna
can
lock
CC
down.
chain?
Oh,
Oh,
he came from that direction?
I guess. I mean, I'm sure he did.
I wasn't expecting the Echo ult to take him there.
I thought it was going to be closer. I thought he was CC'd for longer.
Yeah.
But maybe like just eat over that wall or something. So
But
the
I like the idea there.
Prime is hitting Otacon, and Hatchetmen is in no position to stop this.
You know. And they also they wasted all their ultimates too trying to kill Echo. So even if they wanted to, they have no tools
Yeah,
to fight
they
with.
have no... I mean, the only ults they have are Braum ult and Horn ult, and they're not nearby.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of XP, and I honestly don't even think about Adaptive Force when I see someone get roses, but like, it happens. You get Adaptive.
That the Force and the Voracious Atacon is the one that buffs dragons, right?
Yeah.
You know, so with Inferno Dragon, that's some more AD AP, and the
Yep.
Ocean Drake is there
More
too.
healing.
Yep.
Oh.
You never noticed the Ocean Drake healing in team fights.
Oh, from Soul, or
Is he going to go for it?
he can't, but he can
The
try.
Smite is gonna take him out of the Herald. But Rona is so low from all that damage.
I mean, he only has Leandries. This guy, he is not tanky.
Yeah.
Once
The
his
Merc
aftershock
Shreds
wears
and
out,
Null Magic Mantle is a little bit.
a little squishy. If his aftershock is up, he's like kind of tanky, but not really.
Yeah.
Picks up an Aegis, so he's tankier. QERW just sitting there on a ward. He doesn't know that, but
What do you think the play from both teams now is?
the game has really slowed down in the past like few minutes. Like, Prime aren't really going for any kills. They're just shoving waves in, but they're not really threatening towers, even though they have 6 scrubs, so they could probably threaten towers.
They could definitely split off their solo laners to push sides for sure, yeah. Because it does look like Hatchetmen are trying to group up, comfort in numbers, and if they ever catch someone out alone, like the CC from Maokai R, Ashe R, all that, has the potential to lock someone down if their name isn't Echo and can just ult out.
Yeah, I mean, but the flip side of that is they will have to send multiple people to answer anybody on side, because nobody can answer this Jace 1v1, and the Anivia is just kind of a wall. You can't really get past her.
Pretty sure Jace can just take towers.
Oh my
under.
god. Yeah, you could just take. Oh, they used the Mega Inferno Bomb.
Oh my god.
He just. Well, Cassiolane is dead.
War Initiate's
War
going
Initiate's
a bit
in.
deep here. He's gonna get locked down.
Huge engage.
URW flashing in to get the charm off on CLT. Forces the flash on both the jungler and
Call the Forge Fang.
this might be it.
This could definitely be the end of the game.
Getting out. Triple kill for Phoenix player.
Oh my
He's
god.
looking for the Quadra.
Stolen.
A chunky buggy.
This should be the end of the game. I don't think Kazulan and War Initiate can defend this.
No. But well played the time here.
So yeah, that's
We're getting the first game of the series.
pretty quick game one. 25 minutes, almost exactly. But
Solid snowball from them. They never go off the reins.
no, they did not. We'll see. Because that was a very aggressive draft, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like sides are switching for game one or game two. So,
Hatchetmen have side selection again, right?
yeah.
Alright.
Where is the energy from the casters? Drink a few.
Energy?
All right.
Twitch chat saying that we lack the energy for casting.
I don't. They don't pay me to do this. You get what you get.
That's fair.
I can't get excited
I'll
about.
try to be a bit more excited if the game is closer for game 2, which I hope it will be.
I don't know. I need a rel mid.
Rel mid
Exactly.
to have some. I
Wait.
went into that game thinking the Rel Q could break Yasuo shields,
Yep.
and I'm sadly disappointed that it doesn't.
Right. Why can't I invite you? Did you get invited?
I'm already in the.
Oh, where are you? Oh, you're on.
I am
You're
on
in.
team.
You're on team one now.
That's my bad. I need to take my dog out. Give me a few minutes.
Wow.
Fair enough.
All right. Does this? Oh, this site does. This site does game. It does like a whole Fearless series. That's cool. That's the wrong scene. This is the right scene. This is the last game's draft. But the names.
Oh, you're just looking at the
I think it's
previous
the.
link?
I think it's the same link, because it's. I think it just holds onto the draft.
My link is still stuck at 6 seconds.
Yeah, but the team
Should I
name
refresh
swapped.
it? I'll refresh it.
Okay, what
Never mind,
happens?
that didn't work.
That didn't do anything.
It goes to 30 seconds.
Okay, but the team
But
names
you're
are.
right that the team names did switch.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be
So
this
maybe
link.
I'll continue from here. Yeah. That's how you walk your dog before the game starts. Yeah, that's how he's walking it now.
The game hasn't started.
Exactly.
So apparently, his name is Shree's #Quinn, So that might be why we saw a Quinn ban.
I can see it. Do they also play Yorick?
I don't know.
I would assume so if they also banned Yorick.
Let me see. Maybe. I don't see any Yorick on here actually. Isn't Yorick still good? Or did he get nerfed?
I know he got nerfed for the jungle. Whether
Okay.
he's still fine top laner or not is not knowledge to me.
Okay.
I do know that they reworked the ghouls, so now they're not
Yeah, you can't just like send the ghouls
as.
down the lane. Or
I
no.
think you can still send the ghouls down lane, no, but they changed how like the tankiness of the ghouls. I think now they're not as resistant to AoE, but also they don't get one shot by any auto by like just any auto attack. Right? You have to like do enough damage to kill the ghouls now with your auto attack in order to kill them. I
Okay.
think. Not quite sure about that.
So are you saying Silas passive will kill a ghoul nowadays or no?
Probably.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Because it definitely used to not.
Yeah, because when Silas has his passive autos, they don't count as auto
Yeah, they're
attacks
not
anymore.
autos. But they scale with crit. You can play crit Silas with his passive. It's funny.
Really?
Yeah, it's... Wait, did I not send you that game? I played a game like a year ago against like a crit Silas and he was like one-shotting people. It was crazy.
I remember. I definitely don't remember, but I probably have seen like 80 crit Silas and like Earth. Never in a normal game though.
Oh no, this was a normal game.
That's crazy. If you get a like Infinity Edge plus the what's the item called? Shadow Flame. Does that stack together for the?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it will count as a basic attack and a spell.
Right.
Well, not a basic attack, but it
Well,
will
it
amplify the
like
crit.
it's magic damage, so magic damage crits
Yeah,
from a...
and then that crit gets amplified even further by the Infinity Edge, and then it's still an auto attack. Or is it?
I don't think it's
I'm
auto,
confused now.
but the damage scales with crit.
The damage scales with crit, and now it can crit and crit harder
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Shadow Flame
Wait,
and
let me
Infinity
actually
Edge.
let me look at the scaling on his passive. We're just talking about crit Silas for no reason now, but that's fine. Petricite Burst can critically strike for 175% plus 40% if you have IE damage only against the primary target.
Is 175 normal crit?
I thought they, I think it used to be, but I don't know. Yes, normal is 175%.
I see. So it's just regular crit,
So
and
it's
then
just it can
Infinity Edge
crit.
gives the 40. Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was like a consistent damage scaling with crit, not that it can crit. Okay, never mind. Anyways, they're drafting and they're not going to draft crit Silas.
You never know.
I would be
It looks like they're
surprised.
going with the same bands though for both
Those
sides.
Nautilus is still open. Nautilus would be the last ban here if we're doing the same bans. They're thinking about it on the side of Prime,
They're not gonna let it through.
keeping the same bans. Ooh. Viego would be a stylistic change from the game before. Last game, Ronan played Maokai, not a carry champion. Viego,
Yep.
carry champion. Prime, on the other hand, not changing styles. That is a carry jungler.
An aggressive one at that.
Yeah.
But I do like the style change from Hatchet Man. It feels like when they played the scaling comp, team fight comp that they did before,
Mm.
they kind of just got rolled over on the sides with.
Ooh.
Kaisa.
Kaisa is a dive champ, and Graves is not a dive champ, but that's fine. Or well, I guess I don't know. Kaisa might not be a dive champ in like this level of fives. In like pro fives, she's a dive champ. You like ult RW in and like one shot somebody, and that's your like primary use case.
Yeah, you can still play her as a pokish
I don't know. It's just
if
so
you wanted
boring.
to.
Like you risk falling asleep if you play poke Kaisa,
That is fair.
and also like the damage isn't that good. Ooh, Shen would be fun. I like Shen. Shen is fun.
Shen with Viego.
And then ideally, I feel like Prime should counterpick top lane here, because it's always Shen top. You've already chosen jungle mid or jungle support. Like, unless you're playing Shen mid or Shen AD.
You could still have Shen Jungle Viego mid top.
I guess you could have Viego mid. Like, then that would. I don't. I don't think CLT plays Viego.
That is a fair point.
They could maybe send the Viego top in the Shen jungle, but I think that's a little. It's a little too far.
Yeah. The Rise though for Prime, is that the counter pick into Shen you were thinking about?
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be horrible, but it just feels like a power pick mid. It doesn't feel like the counter pick top lane. And apparently Hatchetmen aren't scared of it because they're just banning Rel.
They're
Or aren't.
banning out dive champions to pair with Kaisa.
Yeah, I mean these are the same four bans they did last game, which is obviously like second rotation bans or Rise one of the best Shen counters according to Brandino's Shen one trick. So
Thank you for your input. Does that make? Guess it makes sense because if Shen ults away, just wave clears and comes in super fast. If
I mean,
Shen ever lands in a taunt, Rise just EWQs and runs away.
well Rise top, you play Rise top to be a lane bully. Like you skill W level 1.
You scale W level 1 mid too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just point and click damage.
No autos for him to dodge and typically has phase rush so Shen can't ever stick. Okay. That makes sense. Renata Glask. Nope. Leona. Okay. Leona makes more sense to me. You have CC to pair with Kaisa. Just try to kill somebody bot lane. Samira is ambitious. Don't care about Leona anymore. So you have Samira Thresh. That's an aggressive bot. I don't.
I don't like that pairing. If it wasn't for Leona's point and click Q.
Yeah, like people are like Samira's fine into Leona because you can like W her E and she can't get on you. But if you go in, she just Qs you. So
You also have Thresh to flay away Leona.
yeah, like the Leona can't do anything aggressive, but neither can Samira. And if she ever goes in, she just gets like Leona Q'd or and like one shot by Graves. So I don't know. Maybe it's a good Samira game. Maybe it's not. We'll find out together. Oh, that Ace Soul's locked in also.
Let's time the timer into 3 seconds instead of 6.
Someone went. That went wrong. Draft started and then immediately didn't start.
Can you still hear the lobby music? 'Cause was still.
Can I still hear the lobby music?
Okay, well now we're back into the champ select.
Right.
But when War Initiate left, I could
Mhm.
still hear the champ select music going on.
Oh, I don't think I could.
Want me to wait
That
while you
was
go
weird.
get them?
Well, it still looks like Prime drafted a very aggressive composition,
Oh, absolutely.
but Hatchetman is changing it up a little bit with a little bit more possibility for an aggressive early game with that Viego jungle.
I mean,
And Shen is also could hold his own even if it's into a rise.
I don't think we even talked about the mid lane matchup at all. It's Mel into Asol, by the way. I don't think it's a fantastic Mel game, but I think the champion's really strong, and I know CLT plays it, so sure. I don't think it beats Asol. Like, you can't deflect anything Asol does. But
No,
but maybe you
it's
just
probably
outrange
just
him.
a farm lane for both sides.
Come on. What's the
You
worst
might
You just
just
throw a
out.
Q every time Asol uses his Q for that guaranteed damage, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah.
Weak.
I might Emax as Mel in that lane because I just kind of Emax felt good when I played it into Yasuo bot lane. And so if Asol ever
I remember reading someone's Twitch comment about that somewhere in one game. I don't remember who it was, but someone said Mel
in the
going
league,
3 points in E in the league. Yeah, it was some
oh,
match that was being casted,
I think
and
CLT
like
said that.
someone TLT.
Maybe
Well then,
it was like I think,
you might
but I
pull out the
remember
tech.
reading that it was like 3 points E and then max Q. I remember that now.
Yeah, for the wave clear, and if it's into a melee matchup,
Hmm.
you get the. Does it give a longer root duration, or is it
It
just
does give longer root duration. It's quarter
longer
second
root
per rank.
duration then?
It goes from like 1.25 to 2.25. It's like
Hmm.
crazy long route.
And you would still go 3 points into E if it's into ASOL instead of a melee champion
Well,
like
if
Yasuo?
Asol tries to fly at you, you just press E, and then he's fucked.
That's true. But when is he ever flying at you?
I don't know if he feels
In a
like
laning
it.
phase, at least.
Like in my opinion, E is like if you put points into E to like neutralize the lane. Like you make it so you can't lose the lane.
So it's like Vel'Koz going W, well, 3 points into W early for the wave clear to neutralize the lane, rather than going 3 points into Q for the poke damage,
Sure.
like
Just
that kind of thing.
I've never played Vel'Koz. I didn't know he did that.
I never played Vel'Koz too, but I just watch his app, and
Okay.
that's what he does.
I'm not up on the latest Vel'Koz tips and tricks. I'm sorry, but
Have you
yes.
not seen the WhatsApp Vel'Koz memes that Chengi sent
Oh,
before in the chat?
I remember
Oh,
the
those.
WhatsApp champions. Yes,
And then Skype Fiora.
I remember Gragas one.
Graga's one. What was it?
I don't know. Let me look. Let me try to search it. WhatsApp. Darn. All right, I have to be less specific.
I will say though, I feel like you'd rather, for me personally, if I was playing the Mel into ASO matchup, I would still go Q max for the poke damage because I don't think ASO is a matchup I want to neutralize. Right? I don't want to let ASO free scale up
Oh, you want to
farming.
beat Asol.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
want to punish him for every CS that he goes by throwing Qs at him. And if I was maxing E and shoving the wave into him, the ASO just gets to sit under tower with his E and farm up the stacks.
Okay.
That's just my 2 cents, though.
I mean, that seems reasonable. I honestly think ASOL scaling is fake. Like when he like gets more stacks, I like don't notice anything different. But maybe I'm insane.
I mean, it's like it's a small amount, right?
Hmm.
The most impactful thing, anyways, is just the skies descend.
It's definitely,
That's the best part.
yeah. You get
I
stacks to
love
get
seeing
like
that
a better
ability.
ult.
Yeah, but it does contribute to like the XU damage a bit and the max health magic damage on the Q.
Okay, I found them. They're Skype Gragas and Bluetooth Fiora.
Bluetooth Fiora. I confused it with Skype Fiora. My bad.
It's for those curious. It's Profane Hydra, Muramana, Iceborne Gauntlet, Essence Reaver, and Frozen Heart with Summonary and Cleanse Ghost.
Perfect build for solo queue.
Perfect build for losing LP. Oh, what was the timer on it there? I didn't notice.
I wasn't paying attention either.
Okay. I was busy looking for Bluetooth Fiora.
But now we are in champ select or loading screen, not
Yeah.
champ select.
We're giving a lot of good advice to people today. Bluetooth Fiora and Crit Silas.
We're letting people in on the tech we might pull out.
Exactly. These are all things we could play.
Electrocute ASOL. That's something I've never seen before. On new ASOL. How do you proc Electrocute in lane as ASOL?
Do you like your Q bursts proc it?
I don't know. I don't think it does.
So like you would have to auto.
You'd have to E auto Q.
I hate that.
It doesn't sound like the cleanest of combos, yeah.
I mean, does Asol ever auto? Like not once he has max stacks in his Q.
He
I'm
shouldn't be.
I'm curious. Let me look up Asol's win rate with Electrocute.
You should look up the pick rate too.
Yeah, I'll let you know of both. So Aurelian
Also, I
Soul.
still hear champ select music. I don't know
Oh,
what's going on.
just close your client. Or try to close your
Close
client.
my client.
Okay.
Okay, it's better now. Yeah.
So Asol on the current patch in Emerald Plus has 40 games of Electrocute.
Out of.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
27,000.
What's the win rate then?
He has won 10 of those 25 games. So it's like small sample
That's
size. So
40% win rate.
40% win rate, but of a really small sample size. So it's hard to know. Like
True.
the actual.
We'll see its effectiveness in this mid lane matchup. Either that or Chunky Buggy just forgot to change his runes from the Anivia game.
Yeah, I didn't see him spamming it on the way in. So like it doesn't seem like a lot of times if you like get your runes wrong, you like spam ping them at the start of game. So I don't
As
know.
the player.
Yeah, like you're like, oh, I can't believe I took Electrocute.
That's fair. Oh, they did the same thing again. Except this time it's the other team that did it. The double wards on Red and Raptors.
Oh, did that happen last game? I didn't even notice.
It happened last game, right? Because Hatchet invaded bot side, right? So
Yes.
Prime went in with the double wards.
Okay.
This time it's the reverse. So just doing the same things that the other team did. Will we see the level 2 first from... Nope.
CLT, get level 2 first. He's looking for a trade. Oh,
Oh, the electrocute coming out. CLT is getting super low from that.
did the
This is
electrocute
just
proc?
Game 1 repeated again.
The
The
electrocute did proc.
yeah.
Okay.
Saying we're getting a repeat of Game 1. Both mid laners getting low at level after 3 games from both junglers.
But Phoenix player can't
Double
level
ward.
3 gank because of the wards this time. So CLT has not
Yeah.
died yet. But both teams should know where both junglers are. They should know where the enemy
Yep.
junglers are. So junglers are converging on the bot lane / botlet crab. Primes, never mind. Oh. I mean, honestly, the trade was fine. Like, it's kind of a
Yeah.
wash.
In melee versus range top, it's always good to get some damage onto the range champion, even if it is kind of looking like a losing trade.
Right. You
Just because
generally
it's much
have
better
more
than
health.
just getting poked out that way.
Oh.
Oh, the taunt just a bit short.
And Shen should have more survivability than Ryze, just like in a shields and damage. Oh my god, flash in.
Oh, flashing in from War Initiate. Kazalon
Big B has no
has the
sums.
movement speed
Nice
from the style
dodge.
points. Sidesteps the W.
First blood.
Flashes forward for the first blood. Clean setup from War Initiate too to help enable that.
Phoenix
Taking
going for the double
advantage of
crab. It's
Leona
gonna get it.
for the roam.
Oh, QERW's up there.
Roaming once again. I don't think.
They can't fight
Hatchet
this,
men want to stay in this river for too long.
but they kind of are.
Yep, they should know Leona's going top here.
Yeah, Leona ran
They're
through
seeing it
mid lane.
now.
Like, they should know Leona's up here.
And backing up respectively.
So Phoenix
Seems like
Flare
Shrez-
got both crabs, with the downside of he hadn't based until later, is only just getting back on the map for his second clear now. So Ronin should be ahead on his second clear. So he has a bit of a tempo advantage in like a minute or so bot lane.
Yeah,
And if he can
which is
get
a nice place to be since
Dragon Spine,
they know that Big B Tiger doesn't have any sums.
and Big B has no sums, that's true. So they can try to go bot lane or do Dragon. There's a lot of wards bot lane for Prime, oh my god.
Yeah, War Initiate does have the control wards in his inventory to help clear a path.
They don't have a
Ronin.
sweeper though. Okay, the wards on the above the Dragon Pit just expired.
Yeah. If War Initiate just drops a control ward in the tri-bush, that would give a path for Ronin to come for gank, possibly.
Yep. Or it's in the pixel. So
Okay, Ronin isn't interested in bot though. He's gonna instead look for Chunky Buggy. Can Chunky Buggy just W away here?
yeah.
Bye bye.
So this is what we were told to expect from the top lane matchup. Shreeze is getting shoved in.
Yep. The W is not that useful.
No. War Initiate.
War
Walking
Initiate's
up.
playing pretty aggressive there.
Yeah, that was an aggressive walk up.
I think they did know that Ronin is in the back pot. Ooh, oops, misses. But both junglers are now lurking. For a potential 3v3 fight down here.
We see Ronin in the lane. Phoenix Slayer clearing the pink. Does anybody still call it pinks, or is that just me?
I'll call him Tanks. Well, I think I'm more used to calling him Control now. War Initiate walking up really aggressively.
QERW should
Throwing
die
a
here.
lantern. But followed him up with the Shenar.
Stand United.
Good taunt onto Big B Tiger. They'll pick up.
They kill Big B again. That's huge.
You're gonna look for more? Nice
he
damage
should die.
from the poke.
Okay.
That's feats.
That's the feat of warfare. Oh, I should look up what the other feats are called. Feats of strength names. Nope, that didn't give me what I wanted. So it's the Feet
Feats
of Warfare.
strength low.
So it's the Feet of Warfare, and then the other two are Feet of First Turret and Feet of Monster Slaying.
So they just came up with one cool name for the kills, and then
Well, I think
gave
it
up
was
on naming the
originally
rest.
Feet of First Blood, and then they changed it. Is it? I don't know. But only one of them has a cool name.
That is, yeah.
No wonder I didn't know the other ones' cool names. They don't have a cool name.
Sad, because together they form the Feats of Strength.
Yeah. Like,
Perez is in a bit
Shreeze
of a
is
pickle
gonna die,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate that he decided to go for the taunt right when Graves finished up the grubs.
So, I think if you're Hatchet Men, you need to keep playing through bot lane, and if you're Prime, you need to keep playing through top lane. Both those lanes are where the leads are right now. Mid lane's just kind of farming.
Yeah, that Rise is gonna be relentlessly turning into shreds.
But Shen will be
power.
useful regardless, right?
It'll still be useful, yeah. But at some point, if they'll feel like Rise just gets free scaling up to be the battle mage man instead he is.
Yeah. So the objectives right now are 1-to-1.
Oh, I didn't. God, I wanted to check. Is CLT? Okay, yeah, CLT's Q maxing.
He does
No
have a
3 points into E.
yeah. I also just checked because I was curious, but it was weird.
Is
He had
this something though?
Sorry?
Going Sork boots on Mel instead of Lost Chapter first?
I don't know. I mean, if you wanted the damage, like I could see it. I generally go chapter first, but I also I don't play that much mage. I don't know the intricacies of it.
Fair enough.
Like I don't
bring it up
hate
because
it.
I do remember seeing someone comment about not liking Sork boots first on Mel in another game that was casted.
I see.
Probably by CLT? Again?
Maybe.
That'd be funny. Oh, Ronan.
QERW taking
in.
a decent bit of damage. We're initiate ignited there also.
Yeah.
Is
I like that they're
QERW
trying to
going
play aggressive
Heartsteel?
here.
That looks like he's building Heartsteel.
Can't think of any support item that builds out of Giant's Belt, so yeah, you might be right.
Well, it would be Heartsteel or it would be Warmogs. And I feel like they nerfed Warmogs enough that it has to be Heartsteel.
Yeah, besides the
Oh my
health,
god.
doesn't actually get any.
Good and Vuln.
Nice W for CLT.
He's just standing there taking damage.
He's just tanking the Q. Oh, Shen ultimate for the follow-up onto Ronin. Stun is gonna go wide. Phaser is gonna be procced by Cibola. Ult for the gap close with the taunt. He's not gonna get the ult Realm Warp off in time, and that's gonna be a clean setup from Shrez. Or not Shrez, for Ronin to set up for Shrez for the kill.
What's
That was
your
cool.
what's your game time?
10:42. Oh,
Okay.
am I just
You were like a second ahead.
ahead
Yeah.
of it? Damn.
Should be fine now. What I didn't realize, when Ronan was running up there, he was level 6, and Phoenix was like 2 levels ahead of him. I think he leveled up on the kill, but I didn't even notice this. Phoenix player is up like 30 CS.
Oh.
CLT might die here.
Oh, the electrocute.
I mean, Graves is
I'm sorry, Ron Roots.
What's that?
In the all chat.
Oh.
Aurelian's Chunky Buggy says, sorry, Ron Roots. So the electrocute was a mistake. As we might have suspected.
I mean, maybe a little Chunky Buggy is just responsible for those 25 ASOL games.
What was the win rate?
It was 40%.
25 out of 40. No, 10 out of 25.
It was 10 out of 25.
So he's responsible for the 10.
He's responsible for the 10 wins? Okay.
Yeah.
Taunt in.
Gangster's gonna dodge the taunt.
Oh, and he
The
flashes
shotgun to
out.
the face is gonna shut down Ronin.
Sabota's gonna die though.
Oh, it's gonna low. CLT's gonna channel the ultimate, and that's gonna be a pickup for him.
this is still a close game. Especially if Hatchetmen can keep pressuring bot lane. It feels like Little Chunky Buggy is starting to like have the pressure in mid.
It's like they're going for it. Ignite coming out of War Initiate again.
Wow.
TLT just barely getting out low.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Me,
flashes
that's
forward.
trade.
Ronan isn't able to
Don't
block
take it.
that. But
Yeah.
be a 1-for-1. But a shutdown for CLT there.
Yeah, that's huge. So CLT's going for more of the one-shot Mel build. He's gonna go like Luden's Shadow Flame. When I play her bot lane, I generally go more of like a I'll go Saras or I'll go Blackfire and just kind of like play for more Qs, whereas CLT is trying to like kill somebody with EQR.
I see. Blackfire is for the wave clear, and then Seraph is for the survivability.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
gonna be
depend on
like-
the game. Like sometimes I've gone Seraphs first. Like if the other team has like a lot of like they want to one-shot me, so I'll just go Seraphs first, and it's just whatever. Because like if I survive it, I will do more. QERW is gonna die.
Solar Flare is
But
gonna
never
go.
mind.
Gets a nice stun off.
Oh, okay. Little Chunky Buggy. No, he didn't ult. I thought he ulted.
Should be a dragon for Action Man. They have the numbers advantage now with Leona dead.
Yeah, they can get the dragon. That'll be their second.
Taunt misses again.
And if they can,
Cannon rip.
there's still a full set of grubs up. So if Hatchetmen get that set of grubs, then
They get feats of strength.
then they have completed the feats of strength, exactly. CLT just used his E, so Little Chunky Buggy doesn't really have anything to
Walking
fear.
forward, he's trying to walk
Oh
around.
my god!
Oh, hey, CLT.
Oh, the Stand United saved him. Okay. Oh my.
Oh, wasn't enough. Were you
Okay,
thinking what I was thinking? I thought that was a Seraph's shield.
I didn't know what it. I guess I did because I didn't like react to it. I just saw the big shield and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Mel does that. He was so the reason CLT walks forward there is he's trying to like
I understand. that,
wiggle
yeah.
the ASOL Q
Mhm.
and like abuse like the fact that ASOL can't turn fast. QERW is gonna die again. Ronan's gonna take the body.
Reset
Wait,
to
Big B can
Diego.
die.
He's gonna flash in for the stun. Roots up Baby Tiger, but now he's alone. 1v3.
They're really, I guess, they were not on the same page there. Shree's just left to go to. They're realm warping onto the Shen. They're not really realm warping onto the Shen. Okay.
Are they? They're trying to
I mean,
go-
they realm warped. Kazulan
Oh,
is not gonna live
Kazulan.
this.
Getting burned down by the Ace Soul. Dashes in. Nope. Not enough damage.
If Kazulan was able to get his ult up faster, he actually might have killed.
Probably, yeah.
Like that's a pretty big part of Samira, getting your ult fast. But obviously, if you're getting hit by the Sky's Descent, it's
Or if
hard.
you're stunned by it.
Okay, forcing
That
a
is
flash.
first tower going over to playback into the taunt.
Yeah,
CLT ults for the style points.
the first tower went down top lane a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And
So now the point of contention is that
is
feat of
the
monster slaying.
the feat of monster slaying? Yeah.
Yeah. 2 dragons for. Big B might ult onto this.
He doesn't have ult.
Doesn't have ult. Doesn't have ult. I was gonna say though, because Thresh missed play Q and then Samir
Right.
didn't have W.
So Prime moving on to
Looks
that
like
Rift
feet.
ult.
Yeah,
They'll get
that's
the
gonna
feeds.
secure them the feet.
Oh. Shreeze is just getting queued
Okay, so the electrocute does proc, I guess, off the
off the
fully
bursts.
channeled Q. It did look like it, because I don't think he was auto attacking there.
Surely not, right?
Just E and hold Q.
Alright. I mean, that has to be like the only reason electrocute ASOL isn't like 20% win rate.
Yeah, so you can actually proc the electrocute. And not like Aftershock Malphite.
Yeah, Aftershock Malphite. Rune's just waiting for his Raptors, I guess. This is what League of Legends has decided we should be watching. The directed camera is pretty good, but sometimes it does something where it's like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, taking a look at the gold differences here.
Sure.
Kai'Sa's not that behind Samira,
Yeah.
as you'd think. Oh,
Looks like they're going for Svodova.
Boda.
It's not going to be good. Doesn't take the Realm Warp.
Ornishit does have the bit on her. Are they going to be able to kill? Nice ultimate from CLT to finish
And the root.
off the rise.
Oh no.
Here comes the Sky's Descend, followed by the Solar Flare. The rest of Prime is here to back.
How did? Oh!
CLT reflects
CLT deflected the
Leona.
Leona E. Oh, Phoenix Player's gonna die.
Oh, but
That's huge.
Leona's going to get the reset.
Ronan
That
has the
might
flank.
make a difference here. He has the abilities.
Oh my God.
He's going for a little chunky
Wait,
buggy,
he's just dying.
but he's taking so much damage from that ASOL.
Oh, Cassian just loses the 1v1?
Oh. Here RW going in a bit deep here. Is he gonna die to the second tower attack?
What a messy sequence, just all over the map. QERW dies solo mid during that as well. To Big B. Or not QE, Cassian, sorry.
Has one, yeah.
But overall, 4 for 2 in favor of Prime, I think.
It definitely was favorable. I don't know if it was 4-2 or like 4-3,
No,
but now the kill.
Rise died, so it should be 4 for 3. 4 for 3 and like Tower and then maybe Dragon? Because Dragon is up.
Yeah.
Hatchetmen know though, so they're coming over.
They're looking at a good test. It looks like they haven't started. They
started
just
it.
started.
But Chunky
Aso's
Buggy
still
is...
low and doesn't have.
He has ult.
Warnish is gonna flash in, gets the
Huge
hook.
hook.
Aso plays in.
Oh, gets this guy's descent
The
off though.
Sky's Descent is still gonna go down. That's enough damage to take out Warnishit and Kazalan.
Shreeze
Does
is
teleport
stuck in this pit.
into the Dragon Pit. He does have the E to get out.
Oh, I thought he E'd in because the blast cone's up. But I guess not.
He teleported in onto the pink ward.
Oh, okay. Oh, CLT just used deflect. He might die for that. He probably would have died with deflect up, I'm
the
gonna be
tower's
honest.
going down. Flash attempt.
And there's not much Ronan can do here. But doesn't look like Prime wants to pressure anything else.
Nope.
Smite fight over the Krugs.
Aso TPing in.
Warnish is gonna die.
He has nowhere to
He's-
go.
Yeah.
Stun. And that is a heart steal. Shen also used Stand United to try to save Thresh.
Oh, so they're just dying one
Now
by
they're just
one.
going down one by one. Yeah. Herald dropped down by Phoenix Flare.
And what happened to this
They're not
bubble?
gonna look to take the tower, but they're gonna take the Ruinous Otacon instead.
Oh, is this the red Otacon or the blue one? This is the blue one still. I have not played in
There's
the
a
game.
color?
Yeah. The blue one
They
drops.
all look the same to me.
The blue one
I
drops.
know Ruinous.
The blue one drops the roses and the red one drops the GAs. That's how I know them. I just know them by the colors.
Never noticed if they were different colors or not.
Yeah.
I just tell by what attacks they use, I guess.
Yeah, the attacks also help. But if you like press tab and the spawning thing is like the icon's blue, then it's the roses one.
Huh.
And if it's red, it's the GA's one.
Good
I also
to know.
I also don't know the names of the Otacons. I just know blue and red.
Oh, I know the names. I just
You
don't notice the colors. Ruinous is the roses. Voracious is the guardian angels.
okay. So
How it determines which ones spawned is a different matter. I
it's
know it's like the bloodier,
yeah,
voracious, more passive.
it's supposed to be
But
like
I'd say this game was pretty bloody.
this game was bloody. Yeah. I mean, so what's gonna it's gonna be hard at this point. Like Ronan might be pretty useless for the entire game. He's gonna go in. No, he isn't.
Ronin,
It's so hard for him.
well,
Like he's
not
down
very
in
much,
gold.
but yeah.
Nice hook from
Cosmo's gonna
Warnish,
get
yeah.
hit by the
Oh my God.
Skies Descend. Ronin here is gonna get CC locked. Killer Instinct coming up from Big B Tire. They're gonna
Oh.
finish him off. Chungus. Did I say Chungus?
Yeah, that's a team, and that
Buggy.
is not this one. Seal Team just died. It's so hard for them to play at this point. Like they have play patterns that aren't horrible, but they just don't have the money at this point. That they just so they're just getting run over. And this Viego from behind is so bad.
Diego wasn't that behind, but he just I feel like he's a bit too squishy even with Shen ult to back him up.
Right. I mean, he's down 75 CS. He's behind.
Well, yeah, he is down 75 CS. I was looking at the gold.
Well, he's-
3,000 down too.
Yeah.
Whole item almost.
Like the early game felt fine, and then at some point I looked up and he was down 40 CS or 30 or 40 CS when they went for the top play where Shen based and then ulted Viego.
Yeah, it started as a grub, not grub. It started as a
The
Straddle
crabs.
crab gap.
Yeah.
Straddle crab diff.
But it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad.
It's only one camp. Well, two camps technically,
It's-
but
it's-
Viego's ahead of the curve on the clear.
Right.
But
And then he
then it was
leveraged
Spence.
that into some mid pressure and some bot pressure. And the
Just
bot
a
lane got ahead.
tad bit of mid pressure, but
Yeah, it
that's
wasn't a
just
lot
like-
of mid pressure.
Graves
Savodiva
extended
is
his-
far up, but wow. Shree's ulted in. Might get one? No. I like little
They're all little CLT flashes in to try to look for something.
Oh,
And they get rooted up and dies before the ultimate comes off.
and that's gonna be it.
Oh, the Realm Warp.
They don't get minions,
That
but there's a
takes
wave.
them towards
Okay.
the top side, which there is a wave for, and it looks like it might be
In a very
no
similar amount of
members.
time. Last game was like 25-10. This one's gonna be like 25-30 maybe.
a little bit higher, but it definitely looked like more. It definitely looked.
It
More
was
competitive
definitely a
before.
closer game. Like
Yep.
Hatchet men didn't get their first kill at 17 minutes or whatever it was. Like this game was not 16-0. This game Hatchet men had early leads in the bot lane.
They put up a fight, yeah.
It was
Excellent setup from Warnish shit in the bot lane. Get early kills onto the Samira.
It's just I don't they just lost tempo at some point, and Hatchetmen started not Hatchetmen, sorry, Prime just started taking over the map from there.
hmm GG's from both teams still though.
Oh, absolutely. All right. You have anything else you want to add to this cast? Oh,
Don't think I do.
well, let me see what matches are tomorrow, because I know there's 3 matches tomorrow. So I will say that right now. Tomorrow, you have Cal Poly versus UAFS Esports at 2 Eastern, 1 Central. Femboys versus Solus at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And Scorch versus Impact Challengers at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Cal Poly versus UAFS is in Group B, and the other ones I don't know. I only know that one's Group B because that's our group. We're playing UAFS next week, so I have to watch that. But other than that, that's all I have to say tonight. Yeah. Also, how can he proc electrocute is weird. Yeah, we did not did not understand that electrocute Acel
It did
shenanigans.
look like the electrocute was proccing on a CLT.
But it
'Cause
must
he just
must have
channeled
because we
Q and
clicked on
E.
him and it was on cooldown.
Yeah,
But I don't know what was procking it, so
just a hold Q, I guess.
it must have been. All right. Solo kill mind fucked me on how it was procced. Did he just like spam Q and that counted as different spell casts?
I don't think it was a spam Q because there's a timeout when you cancel Q before you can Q again.
Well, but it was W ended, and then that like resets your Q cooldown if you're if you're casting Q during W, and you just
That's
like
how it works.
yeah, it's super weird. If you're like queuing during W, like you stop queuing when your W ends, and then you start queuing again immediately if you're like holding down Q. It's super weird.
And I guess Buggy just figured that out by accident in one trade and then learned how to abuse the electrocute Acel to its fullest potential.
Well, the win rate for electrocute Acel has gone up more than most games. Oh yeah. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Watch the games tomorrow. Good luck in your solo queue games.
Enjoy.
Enjoy it. Exactly.